So think about it. If your paths hadn't crossed, if whatever, you didn't have the chance to ask him for an autograph and that didn't happen, maybe you would have tried to be a pro wrestler and perhaps it wouldn't have worked out.
You might be right because pro wrestling, that's tough. That's hard. I don't think I have what they have because they got to wrestle every day. They got
It's a lot.
That's a lot. I don't think I would like to do it. I didn't know all the work that goes into it until I was at TNA for a little bit. Then I saw what they was doing and how often they had to do it. I was like, man, I'm glad I went in MMA.
And most of the people that you're seeing in TNA have been there for, at the very least, they've been doing it for 5 years, maybe 10 years. Legends at that point doing it for 15 or 20 years.
Yeah.
And yeah, you got to train. And then you got to go in front of a crowd and figure out what works and what doesn't work.
Right. And then they do like shows, like they work like 300 days a year or something like that.
Yeah, like WWE's on the road 300 days a year. But like TNA, which is now Impact Wrestling, they're not on the road as much. AEW only has 2 days a week.
Oh, okay.
Maybe it's time for you to get back into pro wrestling.
I don't know, man. I'm too old now. My body's all beat up.
Chris Jericho's in his 50s. And he's doing great.
Well, because he's been active and doing all this.
Doing it for 30 plus years.
He knows how to take the fall and stuff. Maybe if they have me coming in as like, what you call it, one of those bodyguards, enforcers, let me beat up on people every now and then.
Yeah.
And, I do that. That's fun.
It was big news when you signed with TNA.
It was big news, and I was so disappointed they didn't use me like I thought they was going to use me.
Like your debut is you nose to nose with Kurt Angle. Like, incredible.
Dude, that broke the internet for me.
Yeah. Then what happened from there?
I don't want to talk bad about TNA, but if I'm going to keep it 100 like I always try to do, I just think they stupid.
In what way? That they didn't give you the time to train or what?
Well, they were supposed to train me. They sent the ring to my gym. I had my own gym at the time, but they never sent anybody over to train me, and they never put the time in to train me. I was serious about it. Who knows? I probably would have left MMA and been like Ronda Rousey or somebody by now.
Well, there's so much of what you did in the octagon that felt really pro wrestling inspired. Like your entrance, the yell, even the name Rampage, like all of that is like pro wrestling written all over it.
Yeah, I was made for pro wrestling.
You were, which also made you such a massive star in UFC.
Yeah, you're right.
But it's crazy to think that you were signed to TNA and you didn't even end up having a match there.
Not even one match.
Do you still want to have a pro wrestling match?
Yeah, I wouldn't matter. You know what? I did do something with WWE though when I promoted
with the A-Team.
Yeah. Man, I had so much fun. Like the Big Show, everybody was real cool with me and stuff like that. But nobody would let me powerbomb them though. I was kind of disappointed in that.